I want to give a quick update before jumping into this conversation. It's a great conversation. It was a lot of fun. It's a topic that's been on my mind that I've been discussing with friends and colleagues for months now. And I got to have Morgan back on the podcast to have the conversation, which was a treat. It's going to seem like this episode is out of order, like I've skipped several episodes. That's true. The podcast has been on hiatus for about 2 years, and if you want to know more about why, just listen to the conversation Morgan and I have. But suffice it to say that this past 2 years of life has really equipped and empowered me to be a lot more honest with myself about what's important to me and where I want to dedicate my time and energy. I think that's going to be evident in the conversation. I think it's going to become more evident the more I actually do this with people, and maybe some solo episodes to come. That's also in the works. Yeah, I think that's a really good place to jump back in. If you want to know more, by all means, just listen, or just shoot me a message on anything, on any of the socials, on any of the platforms you're listening to this. Love to hear from you. Please enjoy. Thank you for listening. Have you ever gone back and read something you wrote for school in you read a third grade book report and you're like, you sound like a less intelligent version of yourself.
And that I was trying so hard. I put so many emotional tags that I possibly could to persuade my reader.
Right.
My reader was in pain.
Trying too hard. Yeah.
The sweats, as the kids call them.
Yeah. So I went back and watched a bunch of podcasts, not having made a new one in about 2 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is unwatchable garbage. Great. But Hemingway said the first draft of everything is shit.
Got to keep writing.
Yeah, have fun with it. And that's the thing. I think, you and I talked about this. I think I was being pretty insincere with a lot of the ways that I was trying to learn how to do podcasts, just emulating people,
that's how you learn, though, to a degree, right? To find your own style.
Sure.
If you don't have one just yet.
Start with imitation.
Sure. Things that you admire or people that you admire.
Yeah. But it's so transparent. I think, I can watch it and tell, okay, you're trying to do that like Andrew Huberman, and you're trying to do that like Lex Friedman, and you're trying to do that like whoever else.
Rich Roll.
Yeah. Yeah. And whoever you watch. So but any writer, you can see who influenced them, and especially in their early writing till they develop their own style. And same with bands and musicians. Oh my God, you sound like Led Zeppelin got fucked by Blink-182. Whatever,
The love child.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I don't know. I just want it to be fun.
I'm glad you're doing it again. It was something that I always liked too. I liked doing this kind of homework. I liked doing the research that was, obviously it's something that we use every day with our kids, but because of that, it makes it way more relatable, a lot more to say because we have our own experiences. So I missed it. I'm glad we're back.
I'm glad you're the first person to come share this with me since I decided to get back at it.
Honored.
Yeah.
Honored.
Well, I love doing this with you. Even though we were trying to model a book study and talk about grading practices and how that relates into the classroom, the more sincere moments that we had where it really was laughing and joking and talking about work and maybe a little venting or dark humor. Mm-hmm. The way we talk when we're just having conversation as friends.
Us, yes.
We're the best parts to listen to. And the other stuff sure is interesting, maybe I want to do a different grading scale, or wow, I hadn't considered how this actually affects my relationships with my students. Mm-hmm. But compared to you and I just talking like friends, also colleagues, but mostly just people that enjoy talking to each other.
Agreed.
Yeah. So thank you.
Anytime. Loved it. As soon as I got your message, I was like, hell yeah. Let's do it. Yeah.
That's an honor. That's really an honor. Sincerely.
Good. I liked your writing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Got that little Substack this morning, and I was reading it as I was feeding baby girl. She was, hanging out and going through it, and I was like, yep. As I was reading through the different little topics, and it's so true. All of it is so true. All the points, concepts that you had mentioned. I'm sure we're probably going to get into that a little bit.
If you want, we can jump right in.
Whatever you want. I see it right here, and so.
Dude,
We can catch up. We can do whatever you want.
That's true. We can do whatever we want.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, different people would have different boundaries with my personal life and something recorded and publicized. So I leave that completely up to you. You've had a lot of changes in your life in 2 years.
I have. I got married. I had a baby. She is going to be 6 months here in a couple weeks. Dude, it's the best hood I've ever been in. Motherhood. It rules.
That's rad.
Fucking rules.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
This part of life is awesome.
It is, teenagers, anybody in your 20s, your 30s fucking rule. They're a really good time. My 20s were filled with a lot of learning about myself, burning myself out, trying to, who am I? What am I made of? And then once I kind of figured that out, literally when I hit like 30, I was like, okay, no, this is what makes me feel good. This is what I like. This is, where my goals are and what are going to make me happy after all this time of doing all these things that like gave me temporary happiness or, partial happiness or, servicing my community. I could find, like purpose with that, but then realizing like, I can have purpose within my own self rather than, via others. So it's just a lot of growing. It's really cool. So, 34 now. But with that, these last 4 years have just been growing into my own skin rather than the skin everybody else sees, which has been nice.
That's so cool.
It's been really cool.
I'm thrilled to hear that.
Thanks, man.
I've been going through similar stuff.
Good.
And I'm 43 for another few weeks.
Yay.
Yeah. And noticing just a lot of the same things, like learning what does happiness mean?
Mm-hmm.
What does that word even mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because all the things you think lead to happiness when you're young and, let's say naive.
Impressionable.
Sure. Underinformed. I could use a lot of other expletive language to describe that.
Oh, me too, brother. Me too.
However, yeah, being in my 40s and realizing the things that actually bring me peace.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Peace. And I don't know if that idea is completely mine. There's this Shaolin monk, Shi Heng Yi, that's on social media.
Cool.
And in an interview with I don't remember whom, somebody asked him, are you happy, or something to that effect, and his long thought out response, like he sat silent for a while and explained, happiness is a very subjective word, and maybe I'm not even chasing happiness. Maybe I think what I'm chasing is peace. That's what I'm seeking, is peace.
Yeah.
Peace within myself, peace in the way I interact with the world, peace with my own thoughts, and man.
Yeah, that's, heavy in the best way. A comfortable burden if you allow yourself to get there.
Yeah.
Builds all the good muscles and the strengths, that level of, not resistance, but there's a level of resistance with some people finding peace, not allowing themselves to, or being, distracted from whatever they put in their life, so that getting to that point of peace, it is uncomfortable sometimes.
Because if I'm not doing X, then I'm not living up to whatever expectation. I'm not being this thing that I've identified myself as being, or I'm not going to appear a certain way to someone.
Yeah.
Or everyone in your own imagination.
Because everybody's thinking about me all the time.
Right. Speaking of things that teenagers experience and believe.
Yeah. They're the only person in the world.
Yeah. So noticing all those things I wish I knew before I got into teaching, for sure.
Oh, yeah. I could have given a lot better wisdom, little tidbits of knowledge to students that had similar,
Yeah. Or even remembering things that like mentors taught me or other people said or, advice that was given, and it doesn't really make sense until you experience it.
Sure.
And then you're like, oh, this is why they said that.
Yes.
This is what they thought.
Yes.
Yeah. Practice saying no, have boundaries with your time.
Yep.
And now, however many years later, I'm actually giving a conference lecture on nervous system dysregulation.
Nice.
In November.
Nice. Where?
It'll be... I'm going to try to be positive about it because I'm very, very thankful for the opportunity that a friend and former coworker gave me.
Cool.
So it's an online symposium, like a virtual symposium, and it's a healthcare symposium.
Cool.
So I'm giving it in the context of paramedics and stuff, the thing I did before I was a teacher. But it applies to both, like the going short slept, the making constant decisions all day. Have you ever driven home and parked the car and turned it off and sat in the car in the driveway and have no idea how long you sat there before you went inside the house?
Almost part of the daily routine in the 20s, right?
Right. I'm just going to turn off the car and the radio and stare at the garage door and take 312 deep breaths before I go in the house.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think most new teachers go through that and don't realize like, oh, this is a medical thing you're going through. Like your hormones are screwed up in this way and that, and your nervous system is dysregulated, it's overactivated in this way and that way. And like, what are the symptoms of that? Not just your sleep, not just your eating, but like the ways you interact with people.
Yeah.
And how does that then spill over into your work that you're martyring yourself to be better at and making yourself worse at it in the process?
Yeah, I didn't even think of it that way. But yes, all of it.
I started to think of it that way after yelling at a kid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Overtired?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just overtired, underslept, under-recovered for sure.
Okay.
Not doing healthy behaviors, doing plenty of unhealthy behaviors probably.
Okay.
Eating garbage, drinking garbage, sleeping poorly.
Yeah, the easy things.
The easy things. Easy, quick dopamine. Yeah.
Dump it.
Yeah. Make my brain feel good in ways that like a 4-year-old would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want McDonald's and yeah.
Quick and easy, very low effort.
Yep, a little bit of sugar and fake joy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I remember like getting overly irritable with a kid to the point where like I raised my voice with them. Teaching at the middle school, and that's not good. Because they're just being a normal kid.
They are.
I mean, 13-year-olds are annoying.
Oh,
as fuck all the time.
They have worked all 13 of their years to get to that peak level of, what the fuck are you talking about?
You're right. And it's not malicious. They're not trying to destroy your universe. No. Just the way they normally behave to fit into the world annoys everybody other than other 13-year-olds. And honestly, most of the 13-year-olds too. Exhausting. Yeah.
It's exhausting.
Yeah. Yeah. So I remember that happening. I was like, man, what if I just don't plan anything for tomorrow? Would that be better if I leave 10 minutes after the bell and go get a workout and then go to sleep at 7 p.m.? Would I do a better job tomorrow having absolutely no idea what I'm teaching, but being like fully present, like have my full self to offer? Is that better?
How was it?
That's all I do now.
Good. Okay, so it's working?
Yeah, it's working. That's all I do now. Like, it's more important to me. I don't stay late anymore.
No. It is, as much as it is a passion, a career, it is a job.
Yes.
It is a job. And, to be a teacher, if that's your first point of describing yourself, that's not a bad thing by any means, but you're so much more. You are so much more.
Yeah. Like this is my employer. I'm employed by the government of this weird government district that has been established. Yeah, I'm like a Caltrans person, like same, like working for the state. Yep. That's basically what I do. I work for the state. Yep. I provide a slightly different service. And really the most important part of my job is be nice to kids.
Yeah. Make them want to be back in your classroom tomorrow.
Yeah. Like rule number 1, I have to have fun at work. And if I have fun, the kids might on accident. And then rule number 2, you have to not hate my class. You can't love it all the time because we got to take tests and like do things that the state makes us do. Whether they're good or like measurably harmful, we kind of have to do them. It's part of the deal.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And then like the third priority is like, okay, if you learn something, great.
Yeah.
And if you don't, but you were happy to be here, win.
Exactly. Getting through the shitty things together is in and itself.
Yeah.
Could be a positive journey if you take it that way.
Yeah.
I know some kids feel that way when you approach it in the, hey, some of the things that we have to do fucking suck, but I'm going to be there with you and I'm going to give you as much support as I can and we're going to do it, but you won't have to do it alone if you don't want to be.
Yeah. Guess what? I hate state testing too, and it's been only harmful to the quality of education since it was invented.
Ass.
It's absolute ass. It is booty cheeks.
Yes.
Let's do it together. Do your best.
Yeah. Please don't make me look like as much of a fool as I am, but...
However.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started a new job since the last time you were here.
Talk to me. What are we doing?
I work at a continuation high school.
Awesome.
And I absolutely love it.
Good.
It's the best job. I hope it's my last job in the classroom.
I love to hear that.
It's so rad.
Good. Kids that want to be there?
Well, yeah, it's their last. It's like, do this or don't get a high school diploma.
Okay.
It's this or GED later.
Okay.
These are, or nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. As my Renaissance art history professor would have said, or a gutter.
A gutter.
Yeah.
How pleasant.
Yeah, how pleasant. He was
descriptive.
He kept it 100.
Yeah. And for that, we are thankful. Amen.
Yeah. He moved away. Dr. Saros will never see this, but he was fantastic. He was like hands down a top 5 college class I ever took.
I love that.
And was at a junior college. He was one of like 5 PhDs working at this community college teaching Renaissance art history because he loved it.
God, we need them there.
Yeah. And he studied art history in a way that like showed that he loved it. Like, he's Latino, speaks Spanish fluently, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, you should study Renaissance art in Spain. And he's like, F that, I'm going to move to Italy. I'll just learn some Italian. No big deal.
Awesome. Awesome.
So he like moves to Florence and does his PhD there and studies Verrocchio, who, I'm going to screw this up, but basically a lot of stuff that people think Da Vinci did, Verrocchio actually did.
Oh.
And he like uncovered this by studying paintings that had been like retouched and styles and
cool.
Yeah, his like dissertation was on Verrocchio's workshop. And
wow.
Yeah. And why do I remember this? This was a class I took in like 2011 at a community college, but
hey,
we only remember if it was fun and interesting.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
He was super cool.
That's fascinating. I actually didn't know that. I'll have to check that out.
I can't wait to go to Italy someday.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still have it's probably on a bookshelf here. I still have my art history textbook.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. And I remember stuff. Like I'll see a scene in a movie and I'm like, oh, that's the dome. That's Brunelleschi's Il Duomo. It's got herringbone brickwork in it. And like, why do I know that? There's no reason my brain needs to know that.
That's awesome.
But like really fascinating. Really fascinating. I love how we just get off on tangents and talk about why are we talking about brick domes.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, it should be easy. Teaching should be easy.
It should be. It should be a lot easier than what it is.
It's
That's for sure.
We hang out with kids. Kids are fun.
Yeah.
They're just built that way. They're just cool and interesting and they like learn stuff. And for some reason, we love watching them learn stuff. Get like easy joy fix. Like, oh, you figured out how to do it. That's cool.
Cup filling.
And the less you do, the more they actually want to learn. That's what's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Which is one of the things I love about my job. I have an awesome principal at this school, and she really gets it and really understands, like, God, how much jargon do I want to use? Do I want to talk about multi-tiered systems of supports? And okay, tier 1 is what everybody gets. Tier 2 is where like, all right, what we tried with all the kids didn't work. Let's try a little something extra. And when that doesn't work for a kid, then the third thing we try, and whether that's social, emotional, or academic or whatever, tier 3 is like, we have to try something really, really special for this kid. Well, that's all we do at my school. Like,
cool.
These are kids that make it to their junior year, hit their 16th birthday, and have like 0 high school credits. And we're like, you're fucked.
Yeah, bud.
So
game plan.
Yeah, they have to have a special meeting with this guy at the district office who figures out the best home for them. And if that's us, then it's our job to figure out, like, why are you not succeeding in school?
Yeah. What's going on?
And there's always a story. And if you've taught kids at all, especially teenagers, you've had like, in every class you have a few kids where you're like, oh, they have a really sad story, and they're this and they're that.
Your Matildas.
Yeah, sure. I gotta go rewatch that now.
That's so good.
Yeah. But the kids with a sob story, right? Like, you understand, like, of course school's hard for you. Life's hard for you.
Yeah.
At my school, that's 100% of the kids. It's all of them.
Got it.
So picture that kid in your mind that whatever their deal is, their home situation sucks, their parental situation sucks, like, whatever it is, that's all of our kids. And for some of them, it's just like you don't have enough parental guidance to keep you
on the straight and narrow.
You can spend 16 hours on your phone per day and do absolutely no schoolwork ever, and no one's going to catch it.
Got it.
And you make it to your junior year. Or your parents died.
Yeah.
Or your parents are involved in criminal things that mean they shouldn't be around a child. And maybe the government has intervened in that situation. Or whatever. There's like innumerable stories. Refugee kids that come to this country in the middle of high school and like, well, I didn't really go to school. Or I had a kid that just graduated who was just homeless, just didn't attend school for 2 years because they were living on couches in different places. Surviving. The whole family was, motel surfing 2 weeks at a time and living on couches and living in the car and just homeless.
Yeah.
And it's tragic because the kid is brilliant. Like, and socially fun, like socially great.
Love that.
Makes friends, and he's brilliant.
What a resilient dude.
Yeah. And he just like positive attitude, like, yeah, okay, well, let's do that. And like, I had a great friend group, and
awesome.
Girls had crushes on him.
Of course.
He had great grades.
Good.
And so there's all kinds of stories like that, but the principal gets it. She's like, look, there are standards and things that kids are supposed to learn, and we don't want to give a high school diploma to a kid who can't read, so let's do the best dang job that we can.
Yes.
Also, if they hate it here, they're just not going to come.
Clearly.
Right.
As the track record shows.
Yeah. Like our attendance average is like 60% or something.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have kids that have like, you look at their attendance record and like, okay, freshman and sophomore year, you went to school rarely, maybe occasionally if we're being generous.
Oh.
And maybe that's a problem too.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, just like that change in perspective to go like, why the hell am I here? What really is my job?
Yeah.
And can I just be here as like a facilitator? Because being the sage on the stage clearly didn't work at your other giant high school.
Yeah.
Where we treated you like just another number. I'm curious, like, how verbose I'm being right now. I'm like overly self-aware.
I mean, no, I don't. I think it's a lot more relatable, and I don't know if a lot of teachers talk about it because at the end of their day, they want to go the fuck home and sit in their driveway and have silence, and they're not necessarily going to be reflecting on this unless it's at the end of their summer break, and they're like, ah, shit, here we go again. Buckle up. Let's talk about it. What are we going to do, right? The PD before school starts of like trying to, what is your why? What are you doing here? What are our goals? Let's go ahead and do a Venn diagram of blah, blah, blah. That's great when you're first starting, right? We need those firecrackers in the ass. But after
every life of every child.
God. But, after your 10th year, let me do me. You hired me for a reason. I am a professional. Like,
right.
I'm
getting pretty good at it.
You should stop by sometime.
Right.
You should come in.
Just pop in.
We just fucking have a great time. Right. So enjoy.
Right. And you might come in and it might, I might not have my learning objective written on the board. And also you can go fuck yourself.
Hey.
Because I'm like, might have been focused on, might have had a kid walk in 30 minutes late, bawling.
Yeah.
And we might be dealing with that right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you come in every day and the kids are doing a packet while I'm on my phone scrolling whatever, okay, that's a thing to have a conversation about.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm way too burnt out. Because maybe I did the like, well, what is your why? Maybe I overdid that and went to way too many after school things and signed up for all the committees and didn't know when to quit. Maybe I didn't make it home by dinner very frequently for like several years. And now I'm toast.
Yes. Easy.
Hypothetically.
I mean, from no experience or prior knowledge whatsoever.
Yeah. No observations or anecdotes.
Not here.
No.
Yeah, no, I think it's verbose, not verbose. Needs to be said, is already thought.
Well, that's what that's what I realized about podcasting is like it can be just like my own little journal, just my own little conversation with friends and colleagues, and whether someone's a teacher or not, they're going to understand like what some of it, what their school experience was like, the importance of just being nice to kids, and like, oh yeah, I cut school when I was an adolescent and did all of the things my parents hoped I wasn't doing, like all of them. So, should that change my perspective on what my job actually is? Yeah.
Yeah, probably a little bit.
Because if these kids will come to school. And I'm like, well, what do you want to do? You want to build robots today? Let's build robots. Like, have you ever followed like long multi-step instructions in a manual before? Well, no. All right, let's do it together.
Yeah, let's try.
Let's start with step 1. Where's the screws? Do we have like? Yeah. And then 3 months later, we built a robot, and they're like, I didn't think I could do that.
That's okay. You did.
You did, and that's like maybe the most important thing you could have learned is that you can do hard things. Cool. I did my job, and I don't care if we met the standards or the learning target or the objective or the whatever. I don't care what your state test scores are, because ultimately it doesn't matter at all.
Because that kid will show up tomorrow, and maybe then we'll talk about some of those things, but they'll be there tomorrow because they want to be.
They'll go solve problems, whatever they choose to do with their life. We know that college is not the right course for every single person.
Yep.
In fact, it seems like it's probably not the right course for like the majority.
Seems, I mean, I can't say the new day and age.
Back in my day.
I mean, it made it a lot easier to have that game plan given of like, oh, no, you don't have to figure everything out by the end of high school and start, working for the very, few people that actually did know what they wanted to do. And were like, oh no, like I'm going to get into this trade, or like, I know about this, and this. But for the majority of kids, they're still trying to figure themselves out, finishing high school at 17 and 18 and then saying, good fucking luck.
Right.
It somewhat was reassuring to be like, oh no, you're going to college. Like you have another round of structured babying at times of let me hold your hand, of let me help you figure this out, because if we don't get you graduated with all the kids that we have, registered, that's not going to make our school look great. We're also not going to get as much, so there's a level of incentive there.
Right.
And having college for those that don't know what they want to do. Why not? If you can afford it, if you can check out some new things to learn, get through some of those GEDs, great. But also, if you know what you want to do it.
I don't know if that's gonna be loud on the recording, but it's a little warm in here.
Hear it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I know the air conditioner is pretty loud on recording, so.
Well, at least yours doesn't like freeze. We have it, if we set our AC below like 73, it'll freeze on any hot day.
Really?
Oh, it's a joy.
Okay.
Yeah.
How fun.
Thankful for AC.
First world problems.
It's a problem I'm willing to have.
Totally.
Yeah.
You want to talk about movies?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I preface this? We'll do that. The legal paperwork later.
Yes.
Thank you for reading it, by the way.
Absolutely.
This is my first, educationupgrade.substack.com. Decided to start writing because I'm working on a master's thesis, and there are a bunch of options to complete your master's degree in the program I did, and I chose the hardest one because it seemed the most interesting.
Good for you.
Well, it's because I don't know.
Because you can.
The reason I do things doesn't always make sense to me.
You can do it, though.
Yeah. So I've done ABT, all but thesis.
Okay.
Completed all my coursework and all that, and went through IRB and got a study approved that I'm going to do at my school.
Awesome.
Like collecting data, using post hoc data, like retrospective. So I'm not like doing some new experiment on kids or anything like that. It's not like PhD level stuff. It's just like looking at data that already exists, and analyzing some things. But, in writing a robust literature review, like you read a lot of studies, and I thought, man, it would really help to write about them.
Sure.
In a way, because I'm learning a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't know. And I thought, like a lot of people would be interested to know, like other teachers would be interested to know this.
Oh, for sure. Taking a lot of information and making it more comprehensive or easy to digest so that, they can take all the work that you've put into it and actually, without, having to do that themselves. Thanks for your service.
I hope it can be part of what I do podcasting too.
Cool.
So between podcasting and then writing, I guess, a series of essays, like helps me really process my thoughts. I think it could be useful as a hobby.
Cool.
So I wrote this. This is the first one I put online. You're the first one to read it.
Oh, loved it.
A lot of firsts. You're very special there.
Thanks.
But it was an idea, like credit where credit is due. I had a series of conversations with dozens and dozens of friends and colleagues. And one of my closest friends, a guy named Chris, like we talked about movies quite a bit.
Nice.
And I've just been pondering this phenomenon of how movies, I think, historically have been a big part of adolescent psychological development. I'm gonna turn the fan back off.
Okay.
You gonna die?
No.
All right.
Do I look like it?
No.
Okay.
I just don't want it to be like sweaty and uncomfortable in here.
No, I'm good. My hair's wet from showering, so we're fine.
Mine is not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll share.
Perfect. So yeah, the more I thought about this, like, I don't want to just read a whole essay, but the gist of it is, if you think about anybody that grew up in the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s, there are so many movies for which the plot is centered on teenage characters, high school age characters, like Breakfast Club, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Dazed and Confused, Mean Girls, all the way to like some of the most recent ones are like Superbad.
Yeah.
And 16 Candles and Valley Girl, and which was the first movie that Nick Cage was in.
I've never seen that.
It's old. There's like a 20-year-old Nick Cage in it, like playing some punk kid.
Wow.
Yeah, who has the hots for like a preppy girl, I guess, whatever version of that existed in 1980 something, 81 probably. Yeah, it was the first time he appeared as Nick Cage.
Oh.
Because he's Francis Ford Coppola's son, so he was Nick Coppola and everything before that.
Oh my God. I'm going to learn so much stuff today, you guys.
Bit of trivia.
A bit. A bit.
I got some more for you. So, yeah, there's all these movies.
Yeah.
American Pie.
Yeah. Superstar.
Superstar. Oh my. These classic movies that really, what are they about? Like, most of them have garbage plots. They're really appealing to teenagers. But because of that, they were part of like this cultural cohesiveness. You remember being a teenager, and if there's a movie about teenagers in the theater, everyone you know is going to see it.
Absolutely.
And we're going to talk about it. We're going to quote it, and we're going to maybe even analyze some of the things. Like, this character is kind of like so-and-so. And, like, who was the Regina George in your school?
Yes. Who's been personally victimized by Regina George?
Tim Meadows, principal, raises his hand.
All right, thank you.
So great. So I've asked this question now, the same question I asked you, to so many people, and had so many cool conversations. When you think about movies about teenagers, what's the first movie that comes to mind? And then why? And the answers are really cool that people give. And I think like it's all anecdotes, right? But if I did some sociological study, I think you could actually show that movies played a big role for like 30 years.
Oh, they matter.
They matter.
For sure.
They matter. They mattered. And now I'm not sure that they're doing the same job. Like they kind of came into existence and like faded out with now teens are putting their attention other places.
Paradox of choice when it comes to, right? When it comes to the media.
Right.
Where we didn't have that. Back in my day, we didn't have that as much.
Right. There was maybe one movie out at a time that you could go see, and they would come out like a couple times a year. And
maybe you had a MySpace that you could write a post about it. Fuck, I loved MySpace. Top 5 was haters.
You know, Tom and I still keep in touch to this day.
Stop it. That's my boy.
My boy Big T. Woo. Yeah, so I wrote this essay. Oh, I don't know. You said it seemed true.
Yeah.
It was really just like in this diary.
Dear diary, back again.
So I asked you the question.
Yeah.
And your immediate response was?
Mean Girls. Easy.
Say more.
Easy. So, Tina Fey's a genius. She was able to tell multiple stories with an incredible sense of humor, quotable humor, short quips that were make you laugh out loud yourself. So as soon as you kind of get through that movie and, hey, did you see that? Making that, quote, comment, whatever, and being able to hear that, repeated throughout the classroom or, at the party or whatever it might be. She doesn't even go here. Like, it's right. You
right.
Remember those things.
Stop trying to make fetch work.
It's never going to work. But an easy way to be in common, to have something in common, right? You don't have to be an athlete. You don't have to be a musician. You don't have to be an academic. You don't have to be anything other than focused on some video for 2 hours. And if you enjoy it, you're going to remember it. That's just how your brain's going to work. And having that little bit of connection, potential connection, it's reassuring. It was huge. It was a great time. I mean, that's how I spent majority of my, teenage years was quoting Anchorman, quoting Mean Girls, quoting, whatever.
100%.
Just dumb and not even dumb, but fantastic movies, well written, enough to captivate me for, again, that 2 hours and make me laugh enough that I'm going to repeat some of those things in similar situations that are in my real world that just fucking nail it. So yeah, I loved Mean Girls. It was something that, again, incredibly funny. And because of that was very appealing to not only me, but my friends, people that were older than me, my parents. Like it was something that they could even get behind and laugh along with me to where, again, we're at this commonality, this common ground of we have a chunk of information that we all share and enjoy and can use and repeat and, at different times within our life to bring that laughter, bring that joy, bring that whatever it was back, outside of that theater, outside of that, living room that you were, watching your movie in. It's great. It's so good.
Do you think it sparked cool conversations with your folks?
I think so, to a degree. I think it also just made it so that I thought they were cooler.
Because they shared it with you?
Because they also thought it was funny.
Oh.
There were things that I would say or use or whatever that, whatever the situation might be, pull out a Mean Girl quote and see them kind of turn their head really quick and be like, oh, I see what you did there. Like, that's actually funny. And to laugh along with me, that it made me feel not like an adult, but that I was important.
Mm-hmm.
In that way of like, oh, what I have to say matters, and like, oh, I'm learning something in regards to, how to connect, how to communicate effectively so that I'm getting a reaction that I want. So that interesting conversations, probably with quite a few other movies. With that movie in particular, it was more of like, cool. My parents are cool and I'm cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my parents think I'm cool. So a level of confidence, a level of self-esteem of like, oh no, like this is good. This is good.
Yeah. Because if they think it's funny, then it's probably a mature level of humor.
Yeah.
And if I also think it's funny, then I'm probably mature.
Yes.
So we're enjoying this mature adult brand of humor together because we're all adults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's really cool. I hadn't considered that. I hadn't even thought that. Like, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
So I have something for you and also a bit of trivia.
Okay.
So this guy who was subbing at my school kind of long term, he and I had a really cool chat on the last day of school because allegedly I may have played Mean Girls in the classroom on the last day of school. Allegedly. Yeah. This is all for entertainment. This is a fictional story I'm telling right now.
These are my favorite stories. I love these.
So he comes in and he's like, oh, Mean Girls. And we got to talking about it. And he said, yeah, he started talking about Tina Fey wrote it. And I hadn't looked into it. Like, I knew Tina Fey, plays the teacher lady in it.
Norbury.
Yeah. And Amy Poehler's the mom who's trying too hard to be cool. And Tim Meadows is the principal. So it's this SNL cast, right? This 1990s SNL cast who've all transitioned to movies, which made it amazing.
Yes.
But he said, yeah, Tina Fey actually wrote that script after reading a parenting book. And that inspired a lot of what she wrote it about. So it's called Queen Bees and Wannabes by Rosalind Wiseman. And since you have a child now, I bought you a copy for you to have.
I am,
because I know you're literate, you can read and everything. I thought maybe you might.
Even though I teach math, I still can put a few words back. Okay, love this. Helping your daughter survive cliques, gossip boys, and the new realities of girl world. 3rd edition. Ooh, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I thought it'd be fun to read, think about, talk about.
Yeah.
Inspire your parenting or not, or at least just understand like, oh, now I know why she wrote that scene.
Yes. This is, I did not know that.
I didn't either.
Love this trivia. And
I'm hoping this colleague, this fellow teacher, Brett will come on the podcast and talk about things too. He's very interesting.
Love it. Come on, Brett.
He'd be good in a round table.
Nice.
By the way, I don't want to commit to too much, on a recording that people might see, but we're in the works of constructing a second studio.
Ooh!
Just in the other room across the hall.
It's new. That doesn't matter where it's at.
But yeah, to more facilitate casual just chat instead of the formal desk table situation, more just a coffee table lounge chair.
Cool.
And be able to do it with a group of people if that ever was something that wanted to happen. Yeah, if this is going to be my hobby and I have the space to do it, why the heck not?
Yeah. What a vibe.
I think so.
Good one.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I think it'll be super fun. Mean Girls.
Yeah.
So one of the assertions that I make in this essay is that movies taught us that what we're going through is not unique.
Yes.
And otherwise we might be left to believe that what we're going through is not just unique but uniquely tragic.
Yeah.
And the sky is falling and the world's going to end.
Yes.
And whatever. And that quintessential scene, the all girls assembly at the end of Mean Girls, where it's every single girl in the whole school has basically bullied other girls and also been bullied by other girls. And they've all been bullied by this one girl who was the queen bitch on Cunt Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just because of her insecurities and her natural stuff, right?
Yep.
She's just a human going through a human experience too.
Mm-hmm.
So there's so many little messages in there, but the big one that no, this is kind of part of growing up. Sometimes teenage girls are not nice to each other.
Yeah.
Sometimes, a lot of times.
Yeah.
That happens.
Oh, yeah.
And there's different versions for male interaction and there's different versions for male-female interaction.
Mm-hmm.
But what you're going through is whatever you want to call it, common, typical, normal,
Mm-hmm.
you're fine.
Yes.
You're going to be fine.
You will.
It sucks, but it's kind of important.
It is.
Like what you're going through is really important.
Yes.
And I don't know, before the movies, did the previous generation have more heart-to-hearts with their parents, or did you learn it from your older siblings or weird uncle whoever, or how did we know this? Because it's something you grow to know.
Yeah, sure.
Because now we're in our 30s and 40s and we're like, oh yeah, let's just
that's life.
Yeah, and it's not just like normal and okay, but it's really freaking important, and you're gonna look back on it fondly because it taught you some things. Yes. You can't tell it to a 12, 13, 14-year-old.
No,
the sky is falling.
It is.
Everything's embarrassing. Everything is a tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is emotionally overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
But this Mean Girls movie, like, there's so much in there.
Yeah.
So much in there. And what's really interesting, Morgan, like I asked a bunch of high school students that same question.
Okay.
What movie do you think of? Knowing that like none have really been made for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, no quintessential teen movies.
I noticed that too.
In fact, every movie with like teenager-ish people in it is some kind of weird, gory horror movie where they're like, we're all whatever going to get butchered at Ghost Mountain or whatever the hell it is. Yes, there's a poltergeist and also the devil. And you
will be possessed.
You'll be possessed. There's monsters and a demon nun and lots of blood.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why those movies are so popular, but that's weird too.
It's something to feel.
Yeah, I guess. But I asked all these kids. The guys, on average, didn't have a very good answer.
Okay.
Some of them would know a movie.
Okay.
The girls, like, overwhelmingly said Mean Girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies.
And I was like, wait a minute, that movie came out in 2004. Like, you weren't even a twinkle in your father's eye yet.
No.
You didn't exist. Your parents probably hadn't even met.
Yeah.
So how do you know about this film that has a 1990s SNL cast and came out in 2004? Well, because it's on streaming.
Yes, it's available.
It's available. Maybe they get a relatable scene in their social media feed or something, or enough of my friends liked this, or we watch it at, hanging out with people. But yeah, a lot of teenage girls, a lot of like 16, 17-year-old girls have seen this movie.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Hopefully their parents showed them too. They're like, oh my God. Or, their parents use a quote or something like that. Yeah. And they're like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, oh, this is lore. Let me give you some of this lore right here.
Do you think that using some of these older teenage movies as a vehicle to bond and have hard conversations with your kids it could be a very useful thing?
Absolutely.
Like,
very convenient too. Convenient, available, stuff that you probably have already, to a degree, as an older adult, if you watched it during, 2004 to 2010, whatever, you've already practiced having some of those conversations with your peers.
Mm-hmm.
And again, getting into our 30s and 40s and being able to, reminisce about different scenes. Oh my God, that hits again. That's hilarious again. Mm-hmm. Or it's funnier in a different way because I'm a parent, or whatever that might be.
Or just watch the expression on your daughter's face.
Yes.
Like, how is this landing?
Yes.
Is that a light bulb moment?
Uh-huh.
Is a tear about to leak out of her face?
Yes. Yes. Totally.
Yeah. Whether it's Mean Girls or some other movie with a similar thing.
Mm-hmm.
Common one was The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Like, thanks John Hughes for inventing a fake town in Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
And these kids that go through it. But that one, like, it's so cliche because you've got every like teenage like archetypal character, right? You've got the jock and you've got the bully and you've got the hot girl and like the angsty
Ashley.
Goth girl and the nerdy guy.
Oh, the nerdy, yes.
Yeah. And they're all in a shared experience of they've got Saturday school for some reason. They're all in detention with Principal Dickhead.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of the movie, they realize they have more in common than they ever would have thought. And then they have this shared experience, and there's a montage of them all sneaking around cooperatively behind the principal's back and with 80s music.
Incredible 80s music.
Incredible. Yeah. But even that, like, I have like way more in common with people that seem different from me than I ever would have thought.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do kids even think about that? Is it a thing? Or
I think if they're going through something where they feel alone, maybe. I think it depends on, obviously their prior experience, what they're currently going through. They will think about it.
Mhm.
If it hasn't already been a thought that they've had, it will happen.
I wonder if that was my stomach.
I heard
Is
that.
showing up on the recording? Yeah. I'm gonna eat a big lunch when we're done.
Good.
What about parents not realizing things? Like that's just a light bulb I just had. Like another thing that shows up in these movies is teenagers doing normal teenager stuff, but like risky behavior, like teenage risk taking, right?
Uh-huh.
Not just sex, but also sex and relationships. But like, yeah, drinking, smoking weed, and, all these movies just kind of dazing a few. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, like Sean Penn plays a stoner in a van that hotboxes his van. And a girl gets pregnant, and there's relationship problems and parent problems and teacher problems. And oh my God, Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
A movie all about dry humping. Teenagers dry humping.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Do not forget.
Baby's friend got pregnant and tried to get a black market borscht and almost died.
Yep.
No bueno. And that was a thing that was well known enough 40 years ago that it was in a movie, that it was in a film, a full-length motion picture. Do we just forget that like teenagers drink and smoke weed and have sex and have pregnancy scares? And
not my kid.
Well, your kid will be an angel.
I'm talking also for those somewhat
right.
of, the parents that genuinely believe that my kid won't be a kid.
Right.
So
right. I had them when I was 16, but they'll be different.
Yeah. They won't do that. They won't do that. We've talked about that already.
Right.
It's like,
and they know how disappointed I will be, which is probably the reason they've already done it.
Yes. Or they're looking for how they can try it.
Right. And they're very sneaky and very smart.
Yes. Which, that's a testament to them. We love it. If you can work the system, congratulations.
Were you sneaky?
Well done. Not too much. A healthy level.
A healthy level of ratchet ass hood rat shit.
You know what? Ending up in a fucking orchard and hanging out, drinking beers when I'm, 16.
Welcome to California's Central Valley. And
hello.
The quintessential experience of
shout out.
Drinking in orchards and on canal banks.
That's what it was, yes.
Yeah.
And
drinking and making out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
That's why orchards and pickup trucks were invented.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. And when you're able to bring a portable speaker.
Allegedly.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yep.
Yeah. But I would say healthy level of sneaking in regards to, yes, I did it. Nothing majorly catastrophic to my life happened. And any time that there was a situation where I was like, oh, shit, the cops are here. Oh, shit, my mom's going to kick my ass. Surviving it, getting through it, and being like, okay, next time, I'm not going out with so-and-so that screams their fucking head off to where it's going to bother the neighbors and we're going to get the cops called. Or whatever it might be, taking something from that experience and being like, okay, knowing who I'm with when partaking in whatever it is.
What a great early lesson, how to curate your friend group.
Yes. So, yes, that's what I mean by healthy. So, yes, sneaking out when I was at other people's, like my other friend's house, because they had older siblings. It was a lot easier to do. Their parents slept like the dead. So it was like, oh, yeah, we'll go out at 10, 11 o'clock at night. And we're, going to either go to a party or we're going to go TP a guy's house that we think is cute, or we're going to play Ding Dong Ditch, or, whatever it is. The, innocent but somewhat typical, types of experiences of rebellion. Just kind of getting out there. Something like if I were to ask my parents, hey, we're going to go out at 11 o'clock. My friend that just got her license, that absolutely still goes over the double yellow lines, is going to be driving me. So we're cool with that, right? Also, I'm going to have TP and I'm going to somewhat vandalize somebody's house. It's going to be really inconvenient to clean up for the next few days. Cool.
Right. And their older brother got us Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. Or we got Keystone.
Oh, Keystone.
Allegedly. God.
I drank my share of Pabst Blue Ribbon in my teens. Coors.
I've been back to Pabst. A little PBR.
Are you?
I mean, it's nostalgic.
Sure.
It's not bad. It's not great, right? I love me a craft beer, but them's is like eating a whole loaf of bread. Whereas I can slam back 4 or 5 PBRs, same amount of intake, but, a little more casual.
Yeah. I've been doing the NA beers.
Awesome. What kinds do you like?
And I hate saying that. Like, I feel like I'm jumping on the non-alcoholic bandwagon or something. It's
whatever.
Like in vogue right now. But yeah, I actually feel like better physically.
Good. Do you like the taste of them? Yeah.
Well, there's some garbage ones, but there's some really good ones.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, if you like a Corona, the NA Corona is fantastic.
Cool.
If you like a nice danky IPA like I do, then the Sierra Nevada Trail Pass and Trail Pass Hazy are fantastic.
Nice.
Tastes like you're drinking a pine tree. I love it.
Some lawn clippings, I see.
Right. This tastes of the finest of skunk weeds.
Juniper, if you will.
Right. There's some botanicals in there. And also you dropped your weed in it. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love that.
Yeah, it's good. It helps with the health things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would I drink something that is going to counteract the things that I'm trying to get my body to do?
Yeah.
It's enough that it's full of carbs, but it also keeps me from, recomposing myself. So, yeah.
I got to get in on those. I had a few when I was pregnant. I wasn't exploring super. And also, I'm the type of person that, like, I drink to get drunk. Like, it's not necessarily a casual thing. So that also, and learning about, that experience, especially while pregnant, and be like, damn, okay, I see what that avenue was for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what's your favorite kind? I'm like, what's the highest percentage? Right. So having that, a little tea break.
Right.
Was nice. It was good. It wasn't hard. I'm thankful. But it was a beautiful realization of like, hey girl, hey, like, what is this tool? Is it a tool?
Right.
Are we using the hammer to smash our own face, or what are we doing?
Yeah, the ways we cope.
Yeah. Or don't.
Or like try to regulate, right?
Yeah. Try to feel something other than depressed, anxious, whatever it might have been in that moment. Or just to be like, oh, let's just kick it up a notch.
Stressed, overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I just need to shut my nervous system down. I need to turn it down from an 11 to a 7. And then hopefully fall asleep watching reruns of Scrubs on Hulu. Allegedly.
We love a good Bob's Burgers as well.
Archer. The Scrubs reboot is good.
Oh, cool.
I heard Zach Braff do an interview about it, and he called it not a reboot, or so he had another term for it. But yeah, it's, a new version of an old show.
Nice. It's not bad.
It's pretty. If you liked the original Scrubs, I like it.
Okay.
Same kind of humor.
Okay.
Good writing, good direct. I mean, he's directing it now because on the original Scrubs, they would have different directors every episode. That's why some of them have a slightly different feel.
Didn't know that.
Like some of the episodes are a little more melancholy, some are a little more goofy.
Okay.
You still get a lot of the same stuff because the actors maintained the consistency of the characters.
Sure.
And the plot, there were parts of the plot that were like sequential, especially the relationship stuff.
Cool.
But yeah, some of them had a slightly different feel, and that was cool.
That is cool.
But now Zach Braff is doing the directing and starring in it, and
good for him.
He's come a long way.
Good for him. We're proud of him.
Yeah, for sure. He's come a long way. What did I just saw something. like imagining where things started, relating it to like, starting a podcast and being absolute garbage at it, and like hoping that over the next 10 years, at least I have fun getting slightly less terrible at it.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves in a cornflakes commercial. That's what I saw.
Oh.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
his first, I think that's what it was. Like his first paid acting job was he did a cornflakes commercial.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty cool.
Started from the bottom.
Now we're here.
Yeah.
What other movies? I mean, we can talk about Mean Girls forever.
Oh, easy. Easy to talk about Mean Girls.
Yeah. What else about Mean Girls?
I mean, oh, right. You start off with the shot is of both parents, and it looks like they're looking down at POV of, Lindsay Lohan at that point. We're not, we don't know who that is or anything, or, Katie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay, now you make sure you have your lunch? Like, it's the very like, oh, I remember that when I was first going to school. It takes you back to like elementary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or in this particular character's case, she was homeschooled. So when we're jumping into junior year of high school without having that typical educational experience, we start from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Making sure that you're prepared. Mom and dad are checking in. Here's all of these different things that, to make sure that you're ready. And with everybody or others that experience the traditional educational experience, you don't get that pep talk when you're in your junior year of high school. It's, what time are you out of school? Do you have practice today?
Right.
Kind
of
thing.
To pick you up at 3 or 6.
Exactly. So that first scene of bringing it down to like that primitive, like elementary.
Yeah.
Right. It'd be like, oh my God, I remember that. Or like, I remember that feeling. And then it changes the, perspective to where you see Katie and you're like, oh my God, this is a young woman. And she looks great. Lindsay, you look great.
Mm-hmm.
So happy that also you're back. We love you.
Mm.
But comes back to her. Yes, I'm ready. She's excited, that level of enthusiasm. And, we get to see her go through all of those first experiences in a rapid succession of that junior year, right? Of those few months of her, the plot of figuring out like, oh, okay, Katie shows up. She is the cute new girl that doesn't, very naive, very impressionable. And because of that, basically the first people that we interact with, just like when we were younger, those become our friends. And then we learn whether or not that those friends are going to be like lifers or temporary people that we learn things from, and then kind of move on to the next clique, right? Yeah. So we go through those different cliques to a degree throughout the film, and starting with that blank slate of the homeschool girl from, Africa, that has come so very, foreign to any concept of what is cliche, right? Was very well written, hilarious. And it's something that there's parts that every human can relate to. Yeah. That's the best part of this movie, is that there's some component, if not multiple, if not all of it to a degree, that you're like, oh my God, I remember that. Oh my God, that's like when blah, 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 blah. So giving that backstory of that character of truly being impressionable and not having much to bring to the table in regards of like their own style, their own clique, their own like, I know what I'm doing, I know who I am kind of thing, it makes it way more relatable, right? Because we can see why this character would do these things, be like, oh, that kind of reminds me of, when I was figuring out whatever my favorite sport was, or when I tried, this particular activity with these friends, or when I went to that event and oh my God, that was such a fucking nightmare. I hated that. Or, I met these people that taught me about the back building, right? That burnt down 20 years ago and we're actually ditching class. And oh my gosh, I've never done that before. And this is my first day of school kind of thing, right? So I love Mean Girls. I've said it a million times because of the humor that came with it, but the character that we have and the ability for that character to go through all these experiences without already having the prior development incredibly relative, genius. And I mean, I think that's also why it was and is and will continue to be so popular, especially amongst the girls. Especially amongst the girls. Yeah, it's genius.
It's genius. I love it.
Yeah. Tina. God damn it, Tina.
Yeah, where she came up with the ideas for like, because it's a really cool plot device to start this girl. Her first day of high school is also in her junior year. So she's going through all these things that you really don't go through until you're about 16.
Yeah.
While simultaneously her first day of high school, while also being in a new school, while also being a homeschool kid that's in public school for the first time, while also, I think I noticed like she's homeschooled. Like, of course, she's like better at math and stuff than a lot of her peers.
Sure.
And so she's going through that thing of like, God, do I raise my hand and answer the question and look like a nerd? Like, how's that going to go over? But also, I enjoy this, and I'm not sure if I should care. Yeah, being smart, being hot.
Duh.
You know, like being the only redhead, and you know, getting guys' attention, and then the female intrasexual competition. That have you ever heard of Danny Sulikowski?
No.
Dr. Danielle Sulikowski. I'll send you some of her stuff. Definitely, if anybody's interested in some of those like mean girls kind of behaviors and why we actually do them. So this woman, Dr. Danielle Sulikowski, PhD, she's done a lot of research on these kinds of behaviors. And I'm going to do my best not to sit here and mansplain girls being mean to each other.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. How do I do this with the lowest amount of perceived misogyny? Yeah. Maybe I should just send it to you and then you can come talk about it so I don't get murdered. Whatever. Leave angry comments if you think I'm a misogynist and a Nazi and I should die.
And simultaneously like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah. Great. There's no such thing as bad press.
No.
Would you agree that these types of behaviors exhibited in mean girls are remarkably common?
Oh, absolutely.
Like kind of universal.
Absolutely. Attention seeking, connection seeking. I mean, those are probably the biggest attitudes, behaviors. But I mean, that's all of elementary and high school is look at me. Who am I? Where do I belong? So absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. We got that out of the way.
Yeah.
A woman said that these things are common. I didn't say it. I didn't make that assertion.
I'll do it.
And also female Dr. Danielle Sulikowski makes those assertions.
Cool.
So her theory is that most of these behaviors that are like observed and measurable and proven, like there's no arguing. Women do this more times than not, X, Y, and Z. Competitive behaviors that evolutionarily they come down to competitive reproductive advantage.
Sure.
Like for you to have a higher reproductive rate than the other women.
Okay.
And some like really interesting behaviors that she's like measured and noticed, like just the way women will treat each other differently based on what another woman is wearing or her appearance or whatever.
Whore.
Like, right. Do you have cleavage showing or, you know, are you dressed in a lot like form-fitting clothing or
do you have a turtleneck on?
Right. Are you turtleneck?
Rude.
Right. Are you in frumpy sweats?
Just kidding. You're beautiful.
You are beautiful. Guys love frumpy sweats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, these different kinds of behaviors that like, why do girls act so competitively, and other things that she'd studied, like, and it wasn't her, it was maybe Joyce Benenson or another scientist that studied similar things that looked at like basketball players.
Okay.
And found that in the NBA, players on opposing teams have kinder behavior to each other than in the WNBA women on the same team do.
Shut up.
Yeah. Like male basketball players are nicer to their opponents than girls are to their teammates, is the assertion of this research someone, not me, did.
Wow.
Yeah. Looking at like the sportsmanship and teammateship and
okay,
like, yeah, those kinds of things.
Wow.
Yeah, really like remarkable stuff.
Yeah. You got to send me that. That's cool too.
Yeah. Women will, in many cases, according to Sulikowski's research, will give each other relationship advice that leans harder to the breakup side than they would follow themselves in the exact same situation.
Okay.
So
you're too good for him. Dump him.
Right. Which isn't even like conscious trifling. Like, that's another one of her like observed things. Like, yeah, it seems like people aren't conscious of most of this behavior, but it's pretty universal.
Wow.
Like, it happens a lot to where maybe you should at least be aware of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, maybe don't take relationship advice from your single friends.
Sure. Right.
Yeah. Maybe take relationship advice from people that have been in 20-year happy marriages, and that's it. The end. Because they've already had their kids and they're not trying to compete for anything, even subconsciously.
Yeah.
These kinds of things. So like, okay, obviously that if that's theory holds water, then it would beg to reason that that's going to pop up in most adolescent girls when they start getting to mating age.
Sure.
When they get pubescent and have boy-seeking behaviors. That even if it's not like overtly competitive, it's this intrasexual competition of like, I want to be more desirable than she is. Yeah. Do you think that seems true?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, at my school, I'm also the sex ed teacher. So
how good for you? Is it fun?
I love it. Because the kids, they're obviously incredibly curious. They have some of their own, what they think is knowledge. Some of it is knowledge, right? From either having those conversations with their parents already or their older siblings. And then also being able to realize like, oh shit, they were wrong. Like, oh, you can get pregnant from X, Y, and Z. And like, oh my God, that's what that STD is. And like, oh, if so-and-so says this to me, if I feel like it's not right, like, well, I don't really want to do it. I don't have to. It's not something that, and that's somewhat of a common experience of like, my no really can mean no. And that if I'm being convinced of anything, I already know what my answer is. Kind of. So there's, a portion of this teen talk where we talk about relationships, healthy relationships, right? Different situations of, my boyfriend constantly looks at my phone or is buying me these really expensive gifts and doesn't want me to see my family, but says that he'll take care of me. He's 17 years
40.
Old. We don't introduce those just yet.
Oh, okay. All
but
right.
we talk,
It seems like a conversation worth having at some point.
Yes. Yes. But we talk about a bunch of different situations that some of these kids either are familiar with from their own experiences or from their siblings, having those types of experiences and that prior knowledge, and kind of putting it all together in a way that, like, I try and make it so that, like, anything we scream penis out loud 3 times. Same thing with vagina. We scream that out loud, get it out. If you need to giggle, I'm going to giggle too, but I'm also going to tell you straight facts. So, like, don't laugh too hard because I need you to listen. And every time that I've done it, every year that I've done it, it was such a great connecting experience. It's almost such a disservice that we do it at the end of the year because that's when I feel like my kids really we have such a bond at that point about talking about something that's so taboo to a degree in some of, a lot of different cultures, a lot of different ages or, parental techniques and strategies that when we get to talk about those things that they will experience, and it's factual, and this is Bible, y'all. Like, this is the biological components or, some of the emotional components. It is, I just love it. It's a great time to connect. It's a great topic to connect about. I teach 7th grade math and science, so that's part of the reason why it's in my job description.
Yep.
But again, having it at the end of the year, I'm like, damn. But then again, also if I had it at the beginning of the year and I didn't have that relationship with my students already, somewhat, different level of fostering, it wouldn't be the same. So
right.
I mean, 6 one way, half a dozen the other. I'm happy that I get to do it. It's actually really fun.
That's really cool.
Love it.
Yeah, in my district, they have an outside entity come in and do the sex ed.
Okay.
Just because the middle schools are huge. Like, I was one of 8 science teachers at one of the 2 middle schools in my district.
Okay.
And so, they have, it's one of the whatever family planning clinic places in town that has a quote unquote curriculum. They have their own like several days of structured conversations and lessons and death by PowerPoint and kids that are bored unless you throw Jolly Ranchers at them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's probably some learning that takes place because, I mean, if you talk about sex enough, you're going to get their attention.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I almost
don't have sex or else you're going to get pregnant and die.
Definitely. Maybe in that order.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, I agree though, like the ability to have difficult conversations with kids, talk about things that need to be talked about, like that relationship building is super duper important.
Yeah.
And look, as uncomfortable as it might make people, like teachers, it's a delicate line to walk.
Oh, sure.
To have that like professional boundary of like what's appropriate and inappropriate and what do you just like need to talk to an adult about because you don't have one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like and me as a man, like is there just not a man in your life that you talk to? Is your dad in the picture? Do you have a cool stepdad? Do you talk to your uncle? Do you have an older brother? Like or do you just have nobody and that's why you're provoking this conversation right now? Because you like are seeking out some sort of guidance or reassurance or commentary or emotional support.
Mm-hmm.
And then how to like learning how to navigate that boundary in a way that like helps give the kid what they need without making it weird.
Yeah.
And every male teacher is terrified of being accused of something.
I mean, somewhat rightfully so.
Yeah, because it has happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It has happened. Male people have done garbage people things.
Yeah.
Historically.
Yeah.
It has happened. So it's not a nothing worry, but like also, I think every guy, and definitely every guy teacher knows like all it takes is an accusation and your life's over.
Sure.
There doesn't have to be any shred of truth to it, but going through that process of all of that means that, yeah, your career's toast for sure.
It should be.
And your life's probably, it depends on what it is.
To a degree, right?
Yeah. Did you do something creepy? Or is this girl throwing a temper tantrum because you took her phone away?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And also, is she being goaded by an adult in her life?
Sure.
That's, because those things happen.
Yeah.
I've seen like cases of that happening. Like, and then the investigation's over, like, oh, there was never any wrongdoing and the kid lied. Also, your career is over.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. But whatever.
I mean, not really whatever, but.
Yeah, not really whatever. But you'll be fine.
Yeah, you will.
Like most people leave teaching after like 4 to 5 years by choice anyway.
Yes.
Which is a whole other conversation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, going to be in year 10 next year.
How are you feeling about it?
Excited.
Are you excited?
I am excited. I love what I do. I love that. Similar to how you were explaining of like, I go home and do my thing and I go to sleep and it's me. It's me after school. When school is done, when my job is done, I am off the clock. No, if you email me at 5:00, I'm not responding to you until 8:00 when I arrive back in my classroom the next day, babe. Like your emergency is not my emergency. Mm-mm. And also know that this is school.
Right.
This is not the end all be all.
It's just school.
Nothing is that important ever except for your family, your friends, the people that make you feel the best. And math and science can wait. And if it can't wait, you'll fucking figure it out.
Right.
There's enough resources out there now.
And also, if your mom took your phone away because you have 17 missing assignments and you want me to fix it right now at 8 p.m.
Sucks to suck, my guy.
I care about you so much, but also fuck you.
Yeah.
Sorry, child.
You'll learn. Learn with love.
Yeah. I've learned like have that conversation on the first day of school. Like
easy.
If you email me, I'm probably not going to respond at all.
Yeah.
So just to paint this picture, I have a single 45-minute preparatory period where I have to put together all of my lessons for the multiple different courses I teach and do all of the grading and the grade book. And I'm supposed to still sign pieces of paper and walk them up to the office because we live in the fucking 1800s apparently.
Mm-hmm. And print out all of my things.
Print out all my things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I validate my attendance 5 times by the time it's done.
So annoying.
Like, also, I don't care.
No.
So having that conversation with kids, there's so many things I have to do. And when the school day is done and you're at home, I'm also at home. And I don't do work when I'm not physically at work.
Yes.
Like, and I have to have that boundary. Like, I don't check anything.
No, I mean, especially when you've been doing it as long as we have and you already maybe have major lessons. Like the first 3 years of teaching, you're going to be going home, you're going to be doing a little bit of homework.
A little bit of creating.
Don't expect to just be able to clock out when the clock is up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that will set you up for being able to know your material, know your techniques, your strategies, your approaches, whatever, so that you can be home. You can be taking that step, once you're through your threshold of your house, like.
That's where I am. That's where I physically and mentally am.
Yes. So it's, but that's part of our job, at least. We have a series of steps that we need to accomplish with our craft. And if you know what your craft is, it'll be a little bit easier to separate work and home. And if you don't know what your craft is or how to facilitate it just yet, there's some growing pains. It's not the end of the world, but knowing your material, knowing your approaches will make that a lot easier to be able to have those conversations with the kids of like, look, you show up every day and I give you like a homework assignment or I give you a classwork, right? And I do my best to teach you about it and whatever. And when you go home, I'm going to try and make it so that you don't have homework because I know that you have practice after school. I know that you want to go to the skate park with your friends. I know that you have, some sort of family event or whatever. I know that you're watching your siblings and they're exhausting and they don't let you do anything but watch them because they'll run out of the house if you're not paying attention to them for more than 2 minutes. I get that. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to do everything in my power to make it so that what I'm doing here in class and what we're doing here, in our shared space, it's going to be busy. It's going to be hopefully fulfilling. It'll be challenging at times, but it will be worth it because you'll get through it, you'll survive it, and you will be proud of yourself at the end of this year. You will be proud of yourself for all the things that you learned and will continue to learn and are inspired to learn, and hopefully opportunities that you're going to be able to, open up for yourself or at least find so that you can step through those doors. But yeah, it's having that commonality of you, I know me. When we're not in each other's presence, we are separate entities, and that's okay. And that's okay to do until we come back and we hit the books again, or we hit the conversations again, or we hit the whiteboards again tomorrow, because we will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't email me.
No.
Use your words. We're locked in the same room together for like almost an hour.
Yeah.
5 days a week.
Yep.
Like, walk up to me. Raise your hand. Ask me a question.
Mm-hmm.
If you email me from your desk, I'm going to make you feel very uncomfortable for having done that.
I let in the beginning, I will let some of my kids do that. But then, once I'm like, hey, and, call them to come up. Like, hey, just come up. If we're in the middle of working, a perfect time to talk about this is right now, and right now.
Right.
But this is what I expect in the future because I might not see your attempt to connect, and I always want to connect with you. You're an incredibly important person.
I might be talking to your classmate, and then I'm talking to another classmate, and I don't even notice that you emailed me during class until like maybe tomorrow.
Yes.
And then you had a question that could have gotten answered, and I'd like to help you. My favorite part of my job is providing one-on-one, like tutoring and mentorship and everything to kids. Like that is the most important part of my job is one-on-one attention.
It's the most effective.
It's pretty much the only thing that's effective. Mm-hmm. It's pretty much the only thing that's ever been effective in education. Like, yeah, Plato and Socrates, and they learned this a long, long time ago. Mm-hmm. Like, no, you take an apprentice under your wing and you teach them one-on-one, and that's how learning works. Mm-hmm. Pretty much the end. Yeah. Or learning on your own, like autodidactically. Like, can you read a book and learn a thing, or go try something and do it wrong and screw it up and learn from it?
Or via your peers, right?
Right.
Just like, yeah. Look, I said all of this, but I don't know the way that your friend said it made it click within 30 seconds because I let you guys talk to your group. I don't care. As long as it makes sense to you.
Right. Either way, you know what an exponent is now, and we can move on.
Love it.
Yeah.
Here's a problem. Can you do it?
That's great.
Yeah.
like 10 ideas just like lit up in my head right now.
Okay.
I'm like, do we talk about these today or later, another time? Because I love that we got together to just talk about this movie and talk about movies in general and kids and Mean Girls and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's always, depending on your topics, could always be more sessions.
Yeah,
I'd love to come back.
Well, I hope that you do.
I will.
I hope that it happens a lot. And we have something on the books already for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to wrap up with that book because I told the author that I would 2 years ago. And then I decided to switch jobs and start a master's program and start a relationship at the same time, and then had medical problems, and then decided I was going to also go back to college to maybe change career fields while all this happening. And
you were living.
I was being impulsive.
That's living.
Yeah.
Different style of living, but living nonetheless.
Yeah, I want peace now. I want peace.
Good for you.
Let's write this stupid paper and be done with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and not go back to college. I think I'm over that.
My husband's there right now.
I bet.
Yeah. He just finished his 3rd year of his doctoral program. So next 2 years are dissertation and internship. But in regards to finals, papers, speeches, all that kind of stuff, he just wrapped that up a few weeks ago, excuse me.
Yeah.
And he is like, he still is kind of in like, oh God, I feel like I need to do something, but I don't kind of thing, right? That constant, like, oh my God, I have to get this done.
7 things on the back burner. I have to finish writing that. I have to, yeah.
He works so hard. I'm so proud of him. But yes, being able to have that peace and take all of that hard work and enjoy it.
Yeah. Raise your babies.
Raise our baby.
Yeah. You gonna have another baby?
Maybe.
Is that too personal to ask?
No, you can ask me whatever. I don't care.
Okay. Crank them out, dude.
I mean, put
that uterus to work.
I always loved the idea of having a big family, but also having, a kid in your almost mid-30s as your first kid.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, at least right now, one is good.
Okay.
One is fantastic. The fact that I get one, thankful, blessed.
She's 6 months?
Yeah. Gonna be a couple more weeks.
Okay.
But she rules.
Yeah.
She fucking rules. And I love to be her person. And I love the person that she has helped me find within myself. I mean, I could talk about that all day. We'll save that for another sesh. But yeah, it's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I'm thrilled for you.
I appreciate that.
People are like doing life and figuring out like, oh, this is what it's about. That's such a joyful thing.
Oh my gosh. That puts me to bed at night and I sleep hard.
That's fantastic.
It is good. It is good. But yeah.
You teach math.
Yeah.
You teach middle school math,
mm-hmm.
which is a pretty pivotal acquiring algebraic skills for the first time, right? Like
you will use my math for the rest of your life to some degree. You will use a component of the math that I teach within my class.
Yeah.
Percentages, proportions, circles,
ratios, and a little bit of geometry and how the hell does a triangle work and how is a circle just a bunch of triangles? How does that if you can't here's my assertion, here's my hypothesis. You ready? I'm gonna over explain this shit out of this. Having taken a lot of math in my college days, because if you want a science degree, they make you do calculus and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't understand how a circle is really just a bunch of triangles, you can't do calculus.
Okay.
And if you can't understand the way triangles work, you can't do that. And if you can't understand ratios, then you can't understand that. And if you can't do long division and fractions and fraction decimal conversions and that kind of thing, then you can't do all this other division stuff. And so it's all this like building up of skills, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also like all the stuff in algebra, like if you can't do logarithms, you're not going to be able to do calculus. And if you don't understand exponents, you're not going to understand logarithms. And
if you can't multiply, you can't do a lot of shit.
Bingo.
Yeah, you do need to do your times tables and you do need to take your multiplication tests. And like, yes, it's stressful, but like you can do it. It's going to be okay.
I think if you hit a wall at that at that point, third grade, third to fourth grade, third grade, all your multiplication facts and how the hell does division even work?
Mm-hmm.
Fourth grade, what the hell is a fraction and how does it work, right? Those skills, I think if you hit a stumbling block with those, you get stuck developmentally with math. And then middle school, and these are the kids that are that like fail math from 7th grade through forever.
I'm not a math person.
I'm not a math person.
Yes,
math doesn't click for you. You are.
Everyone is.
We have to rewind and figure out why out of the 32 kids in the classroom, when you were in grade 3, we didn't figure out how to help you learn your multiplication facts. Because now you're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Until we rewind and quit pushing you on to the next level of math that you're not ready for. And, you need access to grade level. Well, access means access. And if your brain can't access it because you couldn't do the thing before, guess what? When you go to college, you can't just take whatever math class you want. Why in high school does every single student start their freshman year in an intermediate algebra class? Every single, we're in California. But that's part of the reason kids end up at the continuation school where I work. Because freshman year, regardless of whether they can do their multiplication facts, they go into an intermediate algebra course and then they fail it. And then they take the exact same course again their sophomore year in their year 10, grade 10. So grade 9, they take it, they fail it, take the exact same course in grade 10. Can't move them backwards to take remedial because that's tracking or profiling or access or violate the Williams Act or some
No Child Left Behind.
Every child left behind.
Yeah.
Every child. Yeah. No child left behind and no child allowed ahead.
Yeah.
That's what that thing really did.
Yeah.
No child allowed ahead. And so NCLB, No Child Left Behind, the people it was intended to help, poor, minorities, etc., hurt them the worst.
Yeah.
Like as much as we believe data and test scores and all that, like it tanked those communities because you took kids that just need a little bit of extra help, maybe a little extra time. And maybe you do need to be in remedial because you don't know how to do all these operations yet.
They'll catch up.
They'll catch up. And guess what? When you go to college, if you go to college, go to community college. I went to community college first.
Nice.
You have to take a math placement test. And if you are quote unquote at grade level, meaning you can do like intermediate algebra, then you can go into the 100s maths, right? Like your college level math courses. If not, you might be in math 90 or 70 or 50 or 30, all the way back to where we're now doing pre-middle school level math skills because we never accomplished them before. Well, those classes wouldn't need to exist if this wasn't a common problem.
Exactly.
And I think it's a huge, huge issue right now, like in schools. But I don't teach math full time. You do?
I do.
Thoughts?
Yeah. Pushing students on, because I have kids that they miss something in math, but they're incredible in English. Right. Yeah. So in regards to like holding back or whatever, there is how do I hold a student back for one subject while they're excelling in another and moving them on to where they should appropriately be the next year, right, for their abilities, right? Because maybe that's something that they value more, something that's talked about more in their home, whatever, they've had more experiences with it. But having students that I have to teach you pre-algebra and you can't multiply, you need a times sheet? Okay, no problem. That's where you're at. I'm just meeting you. This is where you're at. These are things that we should practice. These are things that will make your life easier. I know it wasn't easy before, but I promise you, if you put in the work now, everything else is going to be so much easier. This is hard work. If you learn how to do this hard work, I promise you the rest of this work won't be as hard. But you're going to have to build those skills. So absolutely. Being able to, they don't want us to group our kids, right, by their abilities, but to a degree, I need to meet my kids where they're at. I can't meet every kid where they're at when my spectrum is this big and I have an hour. It's impossible. I haven't figured it out yet. If you have, please go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe.
Comment, like, and subscribe. Absolutely. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, everywhere that you find podcasts. I think that they don't want us grouping kids by ability. I think they are retarded. I mean that in the kindest, most politically correct of ways. That's a dumb thing to say because you went to college.
Yeah.
And you were grouped by, Vygotsky would have said, your zone of proximal development.
Yeah.
You're grouped by what's just hard enough that you can learn it if you work really hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you're grouped.
That's where you should be.
Right. You're grouped by, do you have this foundational knowledge yet or not? Because if you don't have the foundational knowledge required, if you don't know what a cell is, we're not going to let you into graduate virology.
Sure.
We're not doing it.
No.
You're going to take Bio 101 and then 102, and then you need to take some chem because you don't even understand the biology if you don't understand chemistry because biology is just applied chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
And then you probably need OChem before you take biochem, or that's not going to make any damn sense. And by the way, if you're going to do biophysics, then you need to take 2 semesters of physics, and you're not going to understand the physics unless you take calculus. And there's a reason these classes go in order.
Yes.
Because that's how learning works.
Yes.
However, if we're going to take a kid and go, well, they can't do their times tables, but if you just scaffold, and if you just UDL it, and fuck you, Katie Novak. Sorry. Her book is great.
There are components in the idea behind it. I absolutely love it, of having everybody feel included and everybody can be in the same room regardless of where they're at, academically. I love that utopia of an idea.
It's utopian as hell, though.
As a reality, though, in the trenches, it is incredibly difficult to actually facilitate successfully. I haven't figured it out.
When the range is too broad, when we're talking about 5, 6, 7 years of skill gaps,
mm-hmm.
right? If you're teaching grade 7 maths, see, I said that very British, maths.
Maths.
Yes.
Quick maths.
Yeah. If you're doing grade 7 maths, grade 7 mathematics, and these kids they don't know their times tables, they don't know their multiplication facts, that's going to take a very long time to get there. Plus, there's all the stuff you're supposed to learn in grade 4, 5, 6 that also is kind of a big deal.
And that's going to kick your fucking confidence down to the ground.
You're going to feel dumb as hell.
And you don't have to.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. You are not dumb. You missed something. You were absent that week. Whatever it was, you still can do it.
Right. And you're not entitled to the next class just because you showed up. That's another thing. Here comes the soapbox. Hang on, yeah. No.
Get those shoes on, step up.
Well, I think there's value in learning that, to get to the next class, I have to learn this one.
Sure.
And I don't get to go to math 2 until I pass math 1. And if I can't even do math 1, I probably need to go back to math. When I was in high school, it was different. Back in my day. Mm. But we had, in my high school, math 1, 2, 3 were your levels of algebra. And after that, you got to do pre-calc and calc. But if you couldn't do elementary algebra, was math 1. If you couldn't do beginning algebra, then they put you in math C or B or A, which moved you back pre-middle school.
Okay.
So, and it worked, but you might not get to be in math class with your friends because you were all in different levels of math, and you had, high school sophomores that were in anything from 7th grade level math to college calculus.
Yep.
Because that's reality. That's how learning works. We're not all in the same place on the same day.
Exactly.
Some of us love math and it's entertaining and fascinating. We can't get enough of it, and we stay after school and hang out with our math teacher because we're nerds and it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us are like, when am I ever going to use this? About everything.
Yes. Which, I get it, right? The motivation behind what's the point of this? I hear you.
100%.
I have to teach it to you. There's a reason for majority of why I'm teaching you this.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be applicable in your life. Let me tell you the real world examples of why you're going to need to know percentages, why you're going to need to know, X, Y, and Z. But it doesn't have to be miserable if you don't want it to be.
I think what nobody tells kids, you're right. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. But on that same vein, having these conversations with kids that are super duper important. And, I think they're better conversations to have. I don't know if kids can really understand and appreciate them, so maybe we need to have them all the time. But the reality is, you need to learn this so you can learn how to think. We're rewiring your brain to do hard things. Mm-hmm. That's what we're doing.
Yes.
Are you going to need to, use logarithms in your life? Maybe not.
Yeah.
are you going to need to be able to do complex multi-step things without feeling overwhelmed by it? Yeah.
Yeah, you will.
Are you going to need to be able to look at something hard and pick it apart step by step to solve a problem? Yeah. Also, could you potentially use this to build a fence in your front yard like I did? Like, are you going to use trigonometry for that? Are you going to need to know your trig identities and, be able to do ratios and percentages and turn fractions into decimal? Yeah, you're going to have to do all of that. Yeah, to calculate how much freaking wood you're going to need so you don't buy too much because it's expensive. Like all those, yes, it is useful, but learning mathematics teaches you how to think in certain ways.
100%.
And learning how to write, which you need to know how to read well to be able to write well, that teaches you how to think. And that's an idea I'm like totally stealing from a lecture I saw from Jordan Peterson. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, but the concept isn't new.
No, it's not a new concept, but he gives this great, and if you just look on YouTube, Jordan Peterson writing, there's this video where he's given one of his lectures when he was teaching either at University of Toronto or at Harvard, but when he was a full-time teaching professor. And he's talking about how this assignment's going to be graded and the rubrics and how he built this rubric system to help actually walk you through the process of writing a good essay. Because grading a great essay is easy, but grading a bad essay is very, very time expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's very difficult to do.
Yes.
And then he goes on a rant of like, I just don't understand why none of your teachers ever teach you why you learn how to write. You need to learn how to write so you can learn how to think. So you can turn these ideas and concepts into language and convey what you actually mean, because then people will see you differently and treat you differently and doors will open for you and you'll be remarkably powerful.
Yeah, it's processing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going through the process.
It's going through the process of like turning my ideas into words and putting the words in the right order and then structuring the sentences and the paragraphs in a way that I wrote this stupid essay on Substack. Is anybody going to be entertained by reading it, or is it like arduous to get through like some of our students writing?
Sure.
And how do you get from, I'm just putting sentences together. So I think the same thing happens with language in the elementary grades that happens with math.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And probably around grade 3.
Yeah.
Grade 3 seems hella. If you teach grade 3, you're the most important teacher, maybe.
I taught 3rd grade. That was...
Bless you. Here's a high five.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you for your service.
Thanks. I mean, it really was. So it's a spiraling curriculum, right? That's how our...
What does that mean?
Academic organization works of like every odd year is when you're introduced, or it's every even year. You're introduced a new concept, and the odd year is where you get to practice those same concepts just in more depth.
I don't know this.
So yeah, so it's opposite, right?
Oh.
So 3rd grade, it must be odd. I need to look this up. Whatever. If I'm wrong, you'll understand it. Look it up.
Leave comments.
Yeah, please. So in 3rd grade, you are introduced to multiplication. You're introduced to certain concepts aside, writing a paragraph, right? Potentially writing an essay. We wrote essays in 3rd grade. Hamburger style writing of our essays, and multiplication of, having our songs and all of that kind of stuff. And each odd or each even year when you are introducing this new curriculum, if it's not introduced appropriately, correctly, and with enough rigor for where your students are at, huge gaps that could be potentially had forever in some of these individuals that slip through cracks or get transferred to new schools and don't, have that similar exposure or whatever. But it is daunting when it is not tackled correctly. The best teachers need to be in the years where those new concepts are being introduced. In the following year, not saying that, we don't need good teachers in every single grade, but there's a little bit more leeway, a little bit more give of kind of taking that same foundational information and going into depth a little bit more, because your students will at least have that to be able to do that, whether it's self-exploration or exploring with their peers or exploring at home with their families or wherever they can. They'll at least be able to do that because they have somewhat of a map that they've already drawn out from that previous year. So yeah, I mean, that spiraling curriculum of like, okay, we're going to hit this, but we're going to come back to it. And then we're going to go to the next level, but we're going to do that again. And then we're going to go to the next level and we're going to practice that one. And we're going to go. So that's at least the theory behind at least introducing mathematical concepts specifically. I enjoy that. I can get behind that. I support that. But again, if we don't have the appropriate support in those years when we're first introducing those foundational concepts, it's very difficult. It's very difficult because we're not given the time to actually catch them back up. Is catching them up and getting through that material hard? No, if I have the time to do it.
Right.
No, if that's my only focus and that's what I get to work on with 5, 10 kids of talking about this specific concept that I taught in 3rd grade, and you might be in 5th or 6th grade now, but I know this information enough that I can help you make that connection. But I can't help you make that connection and teach you algebra simultaneously. I'm not that good yet of an educator. And I'm going into year 10.
I mean, to talk over you, but that's an unreasonable ask.
It's
You
hard.
have 32 kids in a classroom, 35 kids in a classroom for 45 minutes. And maybe you have their attention during that time and maybe you don't. And we need you to catch them all up and they're all in different spots. Like, no, that's an unreasonable ask. That's a stupid thing to ask. If you expect me to do that, you're a stupid person.
Pay us more. Pay us more. Please pay us more.
No, don't pay me more. Drop my class sizes to where they're manageable.
Oh, of course. But I'm talking about if you're not going to do that, at least pay me more. I'll work on it.
Yeah.
I'll do my best. Don't get me wrong. But for what I've been doing and what, our peers have been doing for those that are actually doing as best as they can to meet that unreasonable ask, mark, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am a professional.
Mm-hmm.
Pay me.
Yeah. Word.
Yeah.
Word. I love where I'm at because as a continuation school, like a lot of the laws and rules and stuff don't apply, and our funding scheme's a little bit different, and we get to do extra things or do things a little bit differently.
Cool.
So it means like my class sizes are way smaller.
Awesome.
It also means they like wax and wane over the course of the year. Like I might start with a certain number and finish with a totally different number of kids because kids are going to transfer in, transfer out, etc. But on average, I have way fewer students per class.
Awesome.
And also we can do things to meet kids where they're at in a much better way. Mm-hmm. So one thing that our math staff and my principal came up with is and I'm not total expert on how they select the kids for it or whatever, but basically there's one of the math teachers teaches a class where they have a very small number of kids for a double period block.
Okay.
So like half the kids twice the time. And so he's able to give them like a lot of one-on-one attention and fill in skill gaps and stuff, which are super common. You can imagine a kid that doesn't have a great relationship with school. Like maybe there's an academic reason for that. In a lot of cases, that's true.
Yes.
And so I find that like teaching healthcare, like teaching kids how to check a pulse. When you check a pulse, like manually, you feel it for 15 seconds and then you multiply whatever number you get by 4 to figure out how many beats per minute or beats in 60 seconds. Mm-hmm. So we measure it for a quarter of a minute and multiply it times 4. Already, if you don't understand fractions and ratios, you're fucked.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Why would I do that?
Why would
Just do the full 60 seconds.
Right. Like, no, we're not going to sit here all day while you're grabbing the stranger's wrist. You can feel it for 15 seconds, multiply it times 4, and it gets you really close. And I'm having to like draw the pi on the, like, look, a clock is a pi and a quarter is this much. And I'm like, you're 17. Why am I doing this? Mm-hmm. Something fell through the cracks somewhere. I'm not mad at you. Like,
no, that's not their fault.
It's a tragedy. I'm pissed at the system. Like, how did we allow you into grade 11 or grade 12 and I'm drawing the pi on the board to explain the number of seconds in a minute. Mm-hmm. Why are we doing that? Also, then when I go, okay, you got 17. What's 17 times 4? I hope you can break 17 apart and do that multiplication problem in your head. Mm-hmm. I hope by 16 years old-ish, you can do that. You can go, all right, 10 times 4, 40, and 7 times 4. If you don't know what 7 times 4 is, again, you are up the creek with no paddle.
Yes.
I'm trying to use less profanity.
It's hard. Yes. Well, that too. But it's a lot harder of an ask when you're asking them to do Y and Z steps when we're stuck at D, E, and F.
Yeah.
You're capable. You can do Y and Z.
You can figure this out.
But we got to cover a couple of other things first. You can think. you can do this.
Yes. I'm a firm believer. Unless you have this is a conversation I have with a lot of kids. And I really believe this, having gone through college as an older person, but the process was different for me of learning certain things. And then now having taught kids different things and see them able to learn things I didn't think they were able to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any such thing as I'm not a math person.
Agreed.
I think you just missed some skill gaps and now you have a complex about it. 100%. I think there's a psychological barrier more than anything.
Yep.
You've convinced yourself you're dumb and can't do math.
Yep.
And this is emotional for you. And every time it's hard for you to figure out, you don't understand oh no, that's the process.
Mm-hmm.
You have to push through when it's really hard. And that's why they give you a worksheet of 48 practice problems that you have to tediously do every single one until the 48th one is 10% easier. And then you might need more practice.
Sure.
That might be your process.
Mm-hmm.
But I think by the time you're an adult, I think everybody can learn calculus. It's just a question of what the process looks like for you.
Yes.
It might take a lot of time because it's really hard.
Yeah.
It was really hard for me. I failed my second semester of calculus the first time I took it.
I never have taken calculus. I took pre-cal and I was like, wow, this is really hard. I almost got a C.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's not for me. That was my thought. Oh, it's not for me. That was really,
It's not for me.
So I fell right into that little trap.
It's a big trap. It's a common trap.
I mean, it's set there not even for a reason, but it's just out there.
So many college students change their majors because of just a few classes that you have to learn differently. So even if you're the bright kid, whatever, and then you get into college and you take a class that you have to study for differently,
mm-hmm.
or the learning process looks different for you.
Mm-hmm.
And those classes are calculus, organic chem.
Oh, chem got me as a bio major.
Yeah.
I switched to psychology.
You're a statistic. And I mean that in the kindest way.
Yes, another number.
No, it's a common story, right?
Yeah.
And it tells me that there's a common psychological component that we're not learning about learning.
Yes.
We're not learning that metacognitive thing that no, you're going to encounter things that are actually hard. This is easy for you. And because it's fun,
mm-hmm.
or maybe because your teacher's cool,
mm-hmm.
or the class is more relaxed. The expectations are different. Your friends are in there. Who knows? Who knows what combination of things? But then you get to something I don't know how to study for this class.
Yeah.
I read the chapter 3 times and I feel like I don't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
I did all the chapter review questions and I still got an F on the exam. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people go through that with calculus, OChem, and biochem.
Yeah.
Usually all three, because
mm-hmm.
they're all freaking different and they're all very, very hard.
Yes.
I love having a science degree, but I'll be the first to admit it was really hard. Parts of it were very, very difficult.
Yeah.
I did not get straight A's in college and I had to retake some classes, including OChem and Calc.
Yeah.
But then you go through it and you're like, oh, I retook it with a different professor and I got a B this time, but that's not an F. Oh, I can actually do this. I'll bet if I took it a third time, I get an A.
Yeah.
I'll bet if I could just restudy for the final in a different way, because now I know that those few things that I don't remember, I can totally learn this.
Yes.
And that means I can learn whatever the hell I want.
Yes.
And that probably means that anybody can learn whatever the hell they want. But if you're constrained by the time period of how long a semester is, and as an adult learner, well, how much time are you actually putting into your studies?
Mm-hmm.
Are you studying for as many hours as you could?
Mm-hmm.
Or need to? Or is your life too limited? Are you working and going to school? Do you have childcare issues? Is crap just complicated? I think we solved all the problems in the education system right now.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Make sure babies can do their times tables and write paragraphs before you let them into grade 4.
I'm telling you, it'll be a whole lot easier. It's not going to be easy then, but it will make their lives a whole lot easier, at least with the expectation and the structures that we have currently set. They can do it. You can do it. Help them if you can.
If you taught grade 3,
mm-hmm.
do you think that it's valuable for a grade 3 teacher to hear that maybe if I could have 3 wants, and that's it. They know their multiplication facts.
Mm-hmm.
They know the very beginning elements of division
mm-hmm.
and understand how it works.
Mm-hmm.
They understand it. They're not just memorizing. They understand how it works.
Yes.
So they understand how multiplication and division work
mm-hmm.
and can do simple problems in their head. And they can write a coherent sentence and maybe even early paragraphs.
Yes.
And if we cover those 3 things solidly, however much repetition it takes,
mm-hmm.
that's maybe the whole important thing of the entire, like, if they don't understand, using commas properly in an alliteration, like, that's fine.
You'll get more practice next year.
Yeah. Maybe we need to read more things that have that kind of writing in them. But I need to make sure that you can turn a thought into a coherent sentence and turn that into a paragraph. And you need to be able to multiply and divide. Because otherwise we're kind of stuck.
Yeah.
You're going to be at grade 3 level forever. And you're going to feel incompetent.
Yeah. And you're not.
You're so capable.
Yes.
And when you see those kids have the light bulb moments, they're like, oh.
Oh, it's delicious. I ate that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious and tragic.
Yes.
Like, why are you a teenager? This is supposed to happen when you were 8. When you're 8, we were supposed to have this breakthrough. Why are we doing it now at 12 or 15?
I'm glad we're there. I'm glad we're here.
Praise be.
Yeah. Yeah, easy. You're welcome, everybody. Cool. Take all that.
Yeah.
Listen to it 4 or 5 times, like and subscribe, and you're super welcome.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a bunch of research already on this grade 3 stuff out there.
Probably.
It seems like such an easy conclusion to come to.
Probably.
All right. I will at some point do my homework and write an essay on that. We'll talk about it again.
Hey, I'm here for it.
Cool.
You got somebody with a little bit of experience. That was one of my favorite grades to teach.
It seems like... No.
3rd, 5th, 7th. Those are grades that I've taught. And 10th grade.
I love high school because I have a soft spot in my heart for like that age. Like, honestly, like 8th through 12th grade, I think is my jam. But I got nothing but love for the 3rd grade teachers. Like, that's hard.
Yeah, it is. It's herding cats.
Herding cats. They're at that age where, like, oh, I'm going to see what having an attitude looks and feels like.
I'm still crying sometimes, but also sometimes I'm not crying.
Right. I'm not 12. I'm not a total dick yet.
No, not at all. Genuinely, really, not at all, really.
And look, if you have a 12-year-old, love your kid, appreciate your kid. I'm sure they're great.
Yeah.
Also, they probably act like a dick.
They can't. Yeah. We learn things. We're trying to see the reactions of others, but
figuring out where we fit in the world. And all of a sudden you're 40 and you're like, I don't know if I figured it out yet.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Still time to do it.
For sure. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks for the invite.
I hope that you get to watch Mean Girls with your daughter someday.
Oh my God. I can't wait.
What age? Do you have to wait till she's 16 or would that be like a 12?
Probably like...
Because they talk about sex.
Probably like they're 13.
13?
Yeah, right when we become a teenager.
Yeah, aren't there like blowjob jokes in that movie or something? I don't remember.
There's sex jokes. There's teachers sleeping with students. There's
that. Oh yeah, that's right.
There's drugs to a degree. There's a lot of topics that are hit on, and it'll honestly probably come down to, and I hope I have the relationship with her to where she shares some of this stuff, like, oh my God, somebody said this, and this. What does that even mean? I can't wait for those conversations of like, what does that mean? When she said this, what does that mean? Cool. Let's talk about it. No problem. Love that you're asking.
Yeah.
Okay, we're there now.
Let's not let you be a naive 20-year-old that figures this all out in college through a lot of accidents and mistakes.
Yes, and I'm not going to just give you a book and tell you, here you go. Read about it. That's what it is.
No, we're going to have the hard conversation.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, they don't have to be hard.
I think you're going to be a kick-ass mom.
I'm going to try my best. I really am trying my best. She's cool, though. She makes it a lot easier on me because she's just her.
You have other concerns than drugs and sex right now. It's like...
Can we sit up without falling on our face?
Right. Yes.
Can we eat without choking?
Yeah.
We're starting solid soon, so
okay.
Yeah. The journeys.
You're like turning this thing into a person.
I'm trying.
There's like a small creature in your home, and you're turning that into a person. That's fucking wild, man.
I'm trying to guide. I'm trying to guide her. I can't do much of turning anybody into anything, but I can give them opportunity to figure that out themselves.
Is Dad just filled with joy and awe and wonder too?
Dad is the best dad. I couldn't have picked a better partner in the whole world. I love him for him. But
well done.
Yes, but when it comes to being a daddy,
holds it down.
Holds it the fuck 10 toes down. He holds it down. He rules.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for your family.
Thank you. Yeah, we're doing good.
What do you want to talk about next time?
I mean, there's a lot of things that we kind of dabbled in a little bit today.
Dabbled. All right. Well, we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right, bro.
Yeah, thanks.
Sis, bro.
Bruv. Y'all.
Yeah. Homie.
Whatever. I'll
What
respond.
happened to homie?
Oh, it's still used.
People still use homie.
I use homie.
I hear fool. I hear that.
I call my kids homies. What's up, homies?
Okay.
It's probably not appropriate, but what's up, gang?
I call my kids nieces and nephews.
I love that.
Do you?
I do. That's fam.
It's fam. Yeah, it comes from two different places, right? Because like, unk is now a slang term for like
uncool.
Yeah, but also for like the old boomer age guy who's like gonna like the older person who's gonna give you some sage advice, right? Like what up, unk? Like OG, you know?
Yes.
But also there's this comedian, Nigel Ung, and he's a British guy of Malaysian descent.
Okay.
And he plays this character called Uncle Roger.
Okay.
Who's like, it's a racist caricature of a middle-aged Malaysian man.
Okay.
But he's Malaysian, so he can do it. So he does the accent and like behaviors that he knows are like stereotypes of a middle-aged Malaysian dude.
Okay.
And in Malaysian and a lot of Asian cultures, like it's very common to just call every elder auntie and uncle, and to call every younger person niece and nephew. And so in all of his videos, he calls everybody niece and nephew.
Awesome.
And so I started doing that, like calling everybody niece and nephew. And
do they love it?
It kind of caught on.
Good.
Yeah. Like they'll be, all right, nieces and nephews, have a good weekend, make good choices. If you're going to do dangerous things, do them carefully. Don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. And yeah. And I think it does go okay. And like really treating them in that way. Like if you were my nephew, what would I say to you that doesn't cross the boundaries of what you're supposed to talk about with just your parents? What is a good like amount of guidance or mentorship for you? Like knowing my place. I'm not your parent. I'm not, like I'm kind of just like a random adult.
But with family, there is that level of obligation.
Yeah. Like I care about you.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
we're kin, so I care about you. You're not just a stranger.
Yeah.
Like I do care if you turn out into be like a cool person. So I don't know. Yeah, nieces and nephews.
Love it.
Thanks again.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.